Hey guys, welcome back to AFK Journey. In today's video, we are checking out an AFK Journey roundtable, which is like a dev Q&A, where they go through a few questions. I quickly browsed over a few of them. Looks like they're talking about season repetitiveness, the shortness of season, guilds, stuff like that. There's more than that. That was just a few that I could remember off the top of my head when browsing through it. So let's jump in and see what they have to say. Now, I hate it when they do it in this format with these tall, skinny images. I looked on Twitter. This is on Facebook. It's just both. They're a horrible format to read it. They just need to make them like square pictures so we can actually read it. I don't know how people be reading this stuff. So if I lean in a lot, that is the reason. It is just so hard to see the damn things. But let's get into it. Community question. The new season feels repetitive in terms of gameplay. Will there be any new modes or more daily/weekly events? Developer. Yes, we're already working on new gameplay content. In the next version, we'll be introducing Lucky Flip, also known as Your Game, Your Choice, a gameplay feature that provides lots of extra weekly rewards, including S-level soul sigils. The next version will also include the revamp to Clash Fronts event. I'm curious to see the Clash Fronts revamp. We'll have to see it. And yeah, I just need to see more on this Your Game, Your Choice. So we'll have to wait and see how that pans out. I don't really have much more to go on for now. Meanwhile, Honor Duel is getting an update with new features like the Fizzes Challenge. Is that how we say it? Fizzes? Yeah, okay. Dude, Fizzes Challenge. It just sounded funny to me. The Fizzes Challenge round, and a wider variety of trial cards. We hope these changes will bring a fresh competitive experience for everyone. We've also heard your requests for more late game content, something fresh, replayable, and with real strategic depth. That's exactly what we're working on, and we're doing our best to bring you... Dude, I cannot read this. It's so small, and I can't zoom any further. That's exactly what we're working on, and we're doing our best to bring it to you as soon as possible. We'll keep you updated on any new developments. I'm curious whether that's going to be PvE or PvP related. We'll have to wait and see. All right, jumping into the next one. Community question. Many players finished the main season's story in the first version, leaving a gap with no new story content for the rest of the season. Are there any plans to address this or add more story content? Developer. We're actively working to expand the story. In addition, the main storyline in the first version... in addition to the main storyline in the first version. We'll be adding more main story developments in follow-up versions. Okay, so the main story does continue. I hope that gives us extra map and stuff. We're also focusing on developing long-awaited individual hero stories, along with deeper narratives for Celestials and Hypergeans. Okay, cool. When they say they're expanding the main story, I do really hope that that includes like actually giving us more map areas to go around to, because hey, I just want some more chests and summons. But it is what it is. All right, community question. For players on servers with few active users, do you plan to introduce a cross-server guild feature to improve their experience? Developer. We're closely monitoring how allies servers affect the current guild ecosystem and are exploring potential solutions. Given the complexity of implementing cross-server guilds, we're considering prioritizing the development of server transfer features instead. I don't know. I just feel like it's something like AFK Arena has had it forever. Cross-server guilds has just been a staple of AFK Arena. And it was like my main, like I was so annoying before the launch of this game, like before the global launch, where I'm like, guys, you got it. Like you have, the number one thing you have to implement is the cross-server guilds. And they just never did. And now it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's because so much is based on ranking. And I don't know. I don't know. It's just strange to me. Strange to me why it was like so standard in AFK Arena, but it just couldn't be done here. But hey, hopefully they sort it out so people can play with their friends. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what you want. Because if you're playing with friends, it's more engaging and then you enjoy the guild content more. All right, community question. Any plans to add the mini hero headwear for older heroes? Yes, we plan to add the mini hero headwear for old heroes in batches. Please stay tuned. Okay, cool. I mean, that doesn't really stress me, but if you're someone who likes collecting them, cool, we're getting it. Community question. Will there be more guild-based features like guild PvP, guild labyrinth, guild farm, dungeon, dragon, crystal, gifting, etc.? I'm going to say it. This is one of the questions where there is no shot a community member asked this. This is them drafting their own question to sound like a community question. I'm happy to be proven wrong, but has anyone ever asked for Dragon Crystal gifting? That's like the paid currency. I don't think I've ever seen anyone ask for that. If anyone has, hey, I'm taking back that statement, but like, are we really chasing Dragon Crystal gifting? I mean, hey, I'm free to play. Like, gift away to me, boys. But anyway, I digress. To enhance competitiveness and foster a stronger sense of belonging within the guild. But yeah, guild PvP. Clash Fronts doesn't really quantify like the guild PvP I was kind of looking for. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see what the other stuff is. Anyway, developer. Guild content is always a top priority for us. You know what? I was starting to think this was the answer because I thought they wrote it. Guild content is always a top priority for us. In the next version, we'll launch the revamped Clash Fronts mode. Hopefully it's good. In this mode, you can join your guildmates to earn plenty of guild medals and Twilight Essence. Also, top-ranking guilds will receive an extra trophy. We're also working on bigger, more competitive guild modes. We'll share more information when we can. Cool beans. Community question. We're happy to see our old friends Lawson and Elijah and Lila. Are there plans to introduce more iconic AFK Arena heroes in the future? We already know we're getting SHEMIRA. We're glad that you're enjoying Lawson and Elijah and Lila. The and really gets me there. We appreciate your support for these AFK Arena heroes, and we're excited to bring more of them into AFK Journey over time. In fact, SHEMIRA will be joining us this season. Stay tuned. Okay, SHEMIRA confirmed this season. SHEMIRA confirmed this season. That's good. All right, community question. This one's a bit more zoomed in, so I don't have to squint so hard. Are there any plans to optimize in-game feature designs? For example, the current formation view is side-on instead of top-down, making it hard to copy setups from other players. Additionally, there's no way to distinguish between Freesto and his illusions in the formation view. It would also be helpful to have a quick use function here. These are fantastic suggestions, and we'll definitely look into them. Yeah, I mean, I don't care about the angle of it, but I definitely think that when you copy formation, you set formation, Freesto, also the twins, you don't know which one's the pink and blue twin as well. So that is something I have said before, where I'm like, that it would be really nice when you're like, you know, snapshotting a formation that it showed you that. When it's just the layout, when you're copying formation type thing. But anyway, let's move on. Community question. After the recent optimization, Jura's Trial have gained deeper strategic depth and gameplay. However, the buffed heroes are often niche or newer ones, which isn't very friendly to players who aren't at the top. Are there any adjustments planned? In this season's Jura's Trial specifically, the Dawnrise Trial, your resonance level and equipment stats will fully apply, allowing you to progress even if you haven't heavily invested in the buffed heroes. Advancing through the season will be enough to help you clear Jura's Trials. Like, yeah, they have the buff system, I guess. And I mean, worst case, you just every 3 days you get a more extensive buff, I believe it is. So you'll get there eventually. I mean, they've obviously done it to be an advantage to Wales, but eventually we'll all get there. So it is what it is. Advancing through the season will be enough to help you clear Jura's Trial stages and earn magic charms more efficiently. As for the Nightmare Trials, we aimed to reward players who've developed a broader roster of heroes by giving them an edge with the buffed heroes. However, we've limited each battle to 2 buffed heroes to keep the gap between players from becoming too large. I mean, you're not really keeping it from becoming too large because it's already massively large, because in the Nightmare one, you can't actually use the heroes you've built. And like I said, they're all fringe heroes. So yes, they've done it to try and like maybe weasel a couple extra spending pools out of a couple of people. At the end of the day, I mean, that's what I would assume. That's business, and that is everything in there. So that is a look at it. Big takeaway for this one, for me, is that SHEMIRA is confirmed this season. That's the biggest takeaway. Nothing else really matters. Also, yeah, they're expanding the main storyline, which hopefully means more zones and stuff like that. So let me know what you guys think. If you have any other input, any other questions, let me know what else you'd like to see from the devs, either next one of these, and I'll pass on feedback. But anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.